Hello everybody, welcome to another video, and this is once again on this 2006 Ford Fiesta. So in this video we're going to change the cabin filter or pollen filter, the interior filter. So in these cars it's basically kind of in that area that I'm pointing at over there. So first thing you want to do is remove the glove box, and actually on these it's very easy. All you need to do is unclip it at the top just by pulling it in at the edges like so, and then the bottom just clips out like that basically. So very easy. Set that aside, and by the way, if you need access to your fuse box, this is also the way to do it, because as you can see there it is. So I'm now just going to change the shot and come back in a sec. So then normally you would need to unclip this clip here. On this one it's already loose, as you can see, so then it's just going to be a case of, I think, just that was the seat, by the way, that noise, in case you're wondering. I think once that's unclipped, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of kind of sliding this forward and unclipping it as it goes. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's sort of not. This was slightly forward and slightly out. I was just trying to do it just forward only. So if you go slightly forward and slightly out, that should be a little bit easier than what I just managed to make it look there, I think. Okay, so then you've got this bit of carpet here that would, just to give you orientation. So just this bit of carpet that would be so just above where the passengers' feet would be. I think you don't need to remove it completely, but just remove these two clips so that it flaps down. I'm gonna stop recording to do that because it's proving too difficult to kind of to get some of these shots whilst actually doing it at the same time. But I'm just going to use either a trim removal tool or just a screwdriver just to unclip these two clips. Then I think that carpet should just kind of like flip down. Okay, so as you can see, I've just let this carpet just kind of flip down like that. So you don't need to kind of release it from its other end. And then finally the filter lives in here behind this panel. So last thing we need to remove before actually taking the filter out is this panel cover. So I think there's 4 of these screws. So I'm just going to again get the camera out of the way and just unscrew these screws. Okay, so I've taken off these 4 little screws. They're Torx 20, by the way. Just then taken off the panel. So there finally is the well, feels like finally is the filter. So now I'm going to try and pull this out whilst filming at the same time, doing it one-handed. I'm not always very good at this, and actually it's kind of going to have to be bent round the top of that fuse box, isn't it? So so I'll stop filming now, but you get the idea. That's how it comes out. I'm just going to sort of slightly bend it around the fuse box, so I'm going to use 2 hands to do that. Okay, so there it is. It's out, and actually I've got to say, this is one of the rare occasions when this actually looks like it's been changed. I mean, not very recently, but I would say reasonably recently. It's fairly clean. This sort of speckledy grey is actually sort of like, how they come out of the factory anyway. Like normally you can see like these bits are sort of like all caked with like dirt and bits and pieces and all sorts. So yeah, this has actually been changed fairly recently. In fact, I might even just put this one back in just for the time being, but I'm not going to try and film that. It's obviously just a reverse of taking it out. What was I going to say? So yeah, sorry. So I was going to say, so on some of these filters, you can only put them in like in one orientation, but this one, it does actually look like you could put it in this way, for example. I don't see what's stopping you doing that. So make a note of the way it comes out and of this airflow arrow, and obviously the replacement put it in the same way. So assuming this one was in there correctly, it says airflow that way towards the front of the car, and this is I actually have just taken it out in this sort of same orientation. I haven't turned it around or anything, so it was in like that, so i.e. that airflow arrow there facing the front of the car. So obviously if the replacement has got an airflow arrow, put it in the same way. I think some do and some don't, I think. Anyway, so I think that's all for this one, guys. Hope it was useful to you. Like I said, don't forget, you know, there's your fuse box as well, if you need access to that. And I think I babbled on enough, really. Okay, all right, thanks for watching. Bye bye. Guys, sorry, so just coming back with some more info. I think this filter has been put on the wrong way around, because look, if you see it says airflow like that way, that implies that the air is going through that way. So like, you know, unfiltered air going in through here, then clean filtered air coming out the other side. So you know, that's what you would expect. But actually, if you look at it on this side where the air is supposed to be going in, look, that's, you know, inside those crevices, that's clean there. Whereas if you turn it around, I mean, it's still, like I said, not very dirty, but relatively speaking, you can see there's like dirt collecting on that other side. Oh, see? So that clearly means that the airflow is going in the opposite direction of what is indicated on there. So basically somebody has put this on the wrong way around. So I think what I'm going to do is, now that I've seen that, I'm just going to order a replacement. I haven't got one here at the moment, and just put a new one in, and I'm going to put it in basically the opposite way to what this one came out. So yeah, sorry that if that's confused any of you, but as you saw, it confused me for a little bit as well. But as soon as I figured it out, I've let you know. So there you go. All right, thanks again for watching. Bye.